Welcome to XboxCorner, my name is Alex, and today we're taking a look at my favourite digital deals across Xbox stores covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. 10 games for you all today on this. It's the budget edition, so those deals coming in under $10 or your local currency. With that though, like, hit subscribe, join us here on Xbox Corner for reviews, deals, graphical comparisons and lists weekly, and let's get started. Far Lone Sales then to kick us off, and this recently received a sequel that landed immediately day one on Game Pass, and both entries absolutely worthy of your time. It's a somber adventure experience all about what is a ruined world as you traverse a dried up seabed. The game's loop is simple enough: pilot this ship on a 2D plane and occasionally get out and explore. What makes it unique though, you pilot this ship with internal mechanics, and then exploration, it's usually environmental puzzles. The game's got this beautiful visual style though, the story, it's kind of minimalist for you to take your own meaning from, and the soundtrack is stunning. All of that then wrapped up with a new low price, 80% off. The Gardens Between then was recently removed from Game Pass, and if you missed it, you should consider it here. A game set around manipulating time. You'll control this world and help two characters traverse diorama-like landscapes made up from items from their past. The story, two friends figuring out and analysing their history, their friendship, what can never be forgotten, and what they should let go of. It is a stunning game though, award-winning, and you'll struggle to find a bad word against it. The runtime, it's definitely short, around 3 hours, but I've been back now multiple times and it's absolutely a winner. A new low price, 80% off. Wasteland 3 then is a personal favourite of mine. It's an RPG, and here we find ourselves out to determine the fate of Arizona. You are a desert ranger fighting a losing battle, but aid arrives with a price: help Colorado rescue their land from what is 3 bloodthirsty children, and you will then have support. It's kind of got this isometric viewpoint, but I love the post-apocalyptic world it presents. Combat wise, it's all about exploration, getting loot of course, and then facing your foes in squad based, turn based combat. For the first time then, it's sub $10 with 75% off, and that is a steal for what is near 40 hours of gameplay just for the main story. The Complex then, it's for the FMV fans, and I know there's not too many of us left out there. A release from Wales Interactive, they are mostly single-handedly trying to keep this genre alive, and this, it's definitely a good one. You get trapped in this underground lab following the threat of a potential bio-attack on London. Now you need to try and save the day. It's all about decision making, but it's fun to play solo or with friends and family, and it packs of course multiple endings and video clips as well. It's got that almost BBC sci-fi vibe to it, and it for sure gave me a hint of think Doctor Who. A new low price though, 40% off. A quicker shout out then, XCOM 2, we actually spoke to it recently in deals, but it returns matching the low of 95% off for the second time, and this, it's the base game, and you just can't knock the price for what is one of the best squad-based, turn-based experiences ever made. This, as I said, just the base game. There's some sizable expansions out there, but if you just want to give it a go, I'd definitely be heading here. Strategy fans, it's a must-play as you fight to take back Earth. The Witness then is for those that want something just a tad slower than most. Think a first-person open-world puzzle game, definitely gets pretty tough at points. Influenced by the likes of Myst though, it's for sure an acquired taste, but between its artistic delivery of its story and the vibrant world design, I definitely enjoyed my time with it. Story-wise, it's kind of that video game classic now, so you have no memory of who you are, so head out and uncover clues. Packing over 500 puzzles as well, it's pretty content rich for the genre, and it comes highly recommended with this new low, 75% off. Night in the Woods then was a surprise. It's just not a visual style that typically resonates with me, so I wasn't all of that excited to jump in, but I heard a lot of good things, and once I dug in myself, I definitely found a lot to like. It's a story-driven experience with a focus on meeting the characters and then of course exploration, but it just kind of gives you a lot of freedom and creativity with that exploration. Dropping out of college, so you return home to catch up with friends, kind of waste your life away, but things, they just don't feel the same anymore. You need to figure out basically why you feel that way. I'd definitely watch a full review on this one, but I was surprised, and that visual style and the music, it actually all comes together really nicely. It's a new low price then, 50% off. A piece of genius now, Celeste. It's another one that was on Game Pass, but realistically it's matching the low price of 75% off, though this time we do not need gold like before, and it's what I would consider a modern classic. It brings together an interesting and touching narrative with pixel perfect style kind of Twitch platforming. Sure, at this point I will add it's not an easy game, but that reflects the narrative of overcoming personal challenges. Definitely leads to kind of a lot of reward. Then there's a whole lot of gameplay in here as well for your cash. The idea though, help Madeline survive this journey, overcome her inner demons as you scale Celeste Mountain. It's 700 screens of hardcore platforming though, and even then when you beat the main game, you'll unlock B-side challenges that dial up that difficulty even further. It's all then topped off with stunning visual design and a stunning soundtrack as well. You will not regret adding this one to the library, and again, like, it comes highly recommended. Closing out the video then, I wanted to shout out the fact we have a whole lot of classics back on sale. Last time Xbox did a sale like this, it got a huge response from you all as we dedicated an entire sales video to it. But expect here to find on sale right now the Max Payne trilogy, incredible games with 40% off the first 2 entries, 55% off the third, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon with 70% off, an incredible neon spin on the Far Cry name. Then we get 60% off Bully, which desperately needs a sequel, 80% off Spec Ops The Line, which is a personal favourite. It puts effort into displaying the horrors of war and was ahead of its time at release. The list then just goes on and on. You've got Lost Planet, Mega Man, Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, Street Fighter. It's great to see some of these classics though get some love, and it's more than deserved, so take a look, see if you can find one that's for you. Will you be adding anything to the library this week though, or hoarding onto that cash? Do you have any classics that you still want to add to your library as well? For me, I think it's about time I add the Splinter Cell collection digitally, just so I have that kind of quicker access. A ton of options though that I want to add from that particular sale, but also hopefully it's something they continue to grow out because there's clearly an audience for it. Expect our next deals video then to go live on the channel this coming Saturday, and with that, hit subscribe. Join us here on XboxCorner for reviews, deals, graphical comparisons and lists weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.